My name is Angel Castillo.
My name's Crystal Worrell.
My name is Tiffany Dickinson.
Hi, my name is Luz Martinez.
Hi, I'm Gail Heron.
I've been working for the Community Action Partnership for about 15 years now. Currently, I am the Shipping Receiving Technical Specialist.
And I'm the Director of Utility Assistance, and I've been with Community Action Partnership for 30 plus years.
I'm Office Manager in the Early Learning Center, ages birth to 5. I've been with Community Action Partnership for 20 years.
I work here at the Domestic Violence Legal Clinic, and I've been with Community Action Partnerships of Lancaster for close to 19 years.
I work in the finance department at Community Action Partnership, and I've been here 40 years.
Well, we actually, my wife and I, and the kids through my mother-in-law, had always been involved with the services that they offer. Our kids went to the Head Start program here at Carol B. Winters. My wife and I both volunteered at the program, as parents helping, with the staff and everything. It was a great program, and I really enjoyed it. So coming in was easy. When they said, hey, there's a door open for an opportunity for a job, it was easy to say, yeah, definitely. I like the work helping the community. I like it's not retail, you're not making anyone richer, but you're helping, helping people.
I grew up in Western Pennsylvania and was unfamiliar with the social service system. And then when I relocated to this area to finish my schooling at Millersville, that's when I became aware of Community Action Partnership.
How I came to CAP was I was home with my kids. I had just had my daughter. So I was home with her maybe about 6 months, and a good friend of mine had worked at a temp agency. She called me and she said, hey, there's this opening for a receptionist in the CCIS department. It's now known as ELRC, but it was CCIS then. So I took it, and I've been here ever since. And that was 20 years ago.
To tell you the truth, I was living in Rockland Street, and CAP, the original CAP, used to be on Rockland Street. And I had 5 children, and when my youngest one went back to school, I decided to go back to school, and then just picked up a couple of courses. But I always wanted to work at CAP because it was so close to where I lived, and I said, if I get a job at CAP, I'm near my children, and I just thought that it was good to give back to an agency who had helped me in the past. So when I got the call for this job, I had no idea that they were connected to CAP. But I always kept praying for, a job at CAP. So when I got the interview and I got hired, they said, okay, you have to go for the orientation at CAP. And I'm like, huh? I got hired by CAP? All right, Lord, you heard my prayer. So I ended up here.
Actually, my husband had a co-worker and friend whose wife mentioned that there was an opportunity for a job here, and I kind of knew her, not completely, and she actually called me about it and said, hey, why don't you just get together with us over the weekend? And they actually had a boat down at the Chesapeake, which was really nice. So we went to the Chesapeake on the boat for the day, and she just told me all about CAP, and then I was just like, that just sounds like a fit for me.
Like I said, knowing that we're doing something good for the community, helping people out, it's not like retail where you have a goal and you have to make more money for the company, and everyone, the big top sees that. But no, I like the fact that we're, like I said, again, we're helping people. They're benefiting from the programs that we offer.
The values that most resonate with me and have allowed me to stay with this agency for as long as I have is hope and compassion, which I believe go hand in hand. The compassion for the people that we serve, and also providing hope for a better tomorrow for those people.
This was a hard one for me. I think it's hope, because I think hope fits all of our values. It is one of our values, but I feel if you don't have hope, you're not going to get to the other values. And I think for 4 years, I've always had that hope that we can make a change in Lancaster County, but throughout the world. It's the little things you can do that can change somebody's life in this world.
I strongly believe in our mission to help the community overcome poverty. I used to be a client that would come here and use many of the services that CAP offers. So I like to now be on the other side where I can help the families that come in, because I am able to relate to their daily struggles.
If you look at my board,
Oh, it's okay.
okay. Hope. Hope is the one I value more. Because if you have hope, if you have life, you have hope. If you have hope, you have a will. And if you have a will, there is a way. And there's always a way to get out of the situation that you're in.
My success story is when I first started at CAP at the Parent-Child Home Program. We would visit homes, getting the kids ready for Head Start, preschool. And each visit we would go, 1 week we would take a book, introduce it to the family. Another week would be a brand new toy, introduce it. And we just show the parents how to interact with the kids, model, so that they would, join in and find ways of helping the kids learn and get them ready for school. This one family I was visiting was a young mom. She had a brand new baby and a 3-year-old, I would say running wild. She was constantly yelling and after him and no control. And as I continued with the visits, all that started changing. I would go in with a book, I'd sit, and play with the child. Sometimes she would be busy, but as time progressed, she started joining in. I'd follow up. So did you read the book together? Did you play with a toy together? And make notes. And she was getting more involved. As time passed, I noticed that her interaction with her son was a lot better. There was no screaming, no chasing around. She actually joined in. One day I brought in a Pictionary with a Spanish-English dictionary for kids. And the mom was really excited. She goes, look, now we can learn together. And that really made me feel really happy. Like I said, as the time progressed, a lot of changes went on. It was very positive. And when we were ready to exit the program, because there was time for them to move on, she told me that because of the program and the visits, she decided to go back and get her GED. And that really made me feel really good. And she did that through CAP.
I have one family in mind that sticks out. She was very boisterous in our program. She was very actively involved. And she always talked about how she wanted to get her own housing. She wanted to get a job. She was working part-time jobs here and there. She wanted to get a full-time job. She wanted to get a car. She just wanted to do better for her children. She had recently had a baby, so she was just trying to get ahead in life. And she was able to reach them goals. Every month when she came to a meeting, she told us how she got a job, she found housing, and then she finally was able to get her car to get back and forth to the job. And it came to the point where it was time for her to leave the Posse Council program because she was able to get her job that she dreamed of to take care of her family.
If you would ask me, there's tons of them, but there's one particular one that sticks in my mind, and every time I look at my walls, I remember her. This woman had came into her office several times, and as you know, victims, sometimes it takes them over 7 times to finally leave the abuser. And the last time that she came into her office, she walked in with a broken arm and black and blue eyes, and she read my posts on my walls, and she followed her head down and began to cry. And I just stood up and I came over to her. I asked her if I could give her a hug. I said, it's okay. Everything is going to be all right, And that day she determined to do a PFA, and she filed a protection from abuse order. And then every year after, she comes into her office and just to let us know that she's doing okay, and that she held on to the PFA and didn't give up, didn't dismiss the order. And she brings me a little sign that says free, and then it also talks about strength and courage to move on. So she's the one who mostly sticks to my heart, close to my heart and my mind.
As a new person, when you're starting, you're so enthusiastic that you're going to have some kind of an impact. And it can dwindle a little here and there, ups and downs of years, but just keep your enthusiasm, because you are, no matter what, how what piece you have in CAP. You are making an impact, and if you keep your enthusiasm, you're going to pass it along.
I say every day can be an adventure. 1 year can be more stressful than the last. I just say stick it out. To me, it's worth it. I've been here 20 years, and every year it's something different. Nothing you can't get over.
En la unidad está la fuerza.